Hey, this is Mike Ferfolia for Metalworks Institute Vocal Tips. Today we're talking about breathing. Now, for some reason, when we go throughout our lives, we get into this habit of breathing shallow, where we've got a breath here that's happening predominantly in our upper torso. We do this because for some reason we think it's faster or more efficient than an actual diaphragm breath. Now, if you ever noticed, I like telling my students this one, that when a baby is screaming and crying, that baby can scream and cry forever and ever and ever for hours at a time without getting hoarse, without getting tired. And it's all because the natural processes in the body are still happening there. Baby's using his diaphragm, fully opening and relaxing his throat so that he's screaming properly, more or less. All right? Somehow throughout life we lose that instinct, or we lose that tendency, that muscular tendency. So it's pretty important. I would say probably the most important thing that I would talk about in my lessons is breathing. So what we want to do is a full diaphragm breath, right? The best way to know that you're breathing with your diaphragm is to lie on your back on the ground and breathe. Feel that process happening. Put your hands on your stomach. Your diaphragm is a muscle that's dedicated for breathing, wraps all the way around your back, just below your rib cage. So when that inflates, your entire abdomen basically gets bigger. All right, so that's how you're going to know that you're breathing, when you're lying on your back. Now, one point about that is that when you're lying on your back or when you're lying down, your lungs cannot push your rib cage against gravity. They're not a muscle. That's not what they're intended for. So that's how we know that our diaphragm is working. Now, if we can lie down, feel ourselves breathing, and then stand up and keep the sensation of that process happening, then we know that we're in touch with breathing. There's a couple other signs as well that you'll know that, that you're breathing properly. First of all, we're not going to be doing this. Right? We have a whole bunch of motion here, usually. Everything's sort of heaving. Not really that great. It's a physical distraction as well. Proper diaphragm breath, if I'm sitting straight up. You notice a couple differences. First of all, of course, our abdomen's expanding and contracting. So our diaphragm's actually expanding our abdomen. You'll also notice that it makes a lot less noise than a shallow breath. Shallow breath, you have, you can hear the difference, of course. Diaphragm breath makes theoretically no sound whatsoever because it's a natural bodily process. So when you're singing, this is important because you have this muscle now projecting the air through your body, as opposed to just your lungs, which again are not a muscle and have a limited capacity compared to the system that's happening down here around your back. All right, this is Mike Ferfolia for Metalworks Institute Vocal Tips. Have a good one.